How on your wedding? Was it your wedding day or your wedding?
Yeah, it was my second wedding day because of COVID, right?
COVID,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you in and out in Orange County out
Yeah.
of all like a
No,
random
it was in San Marcos or whatever. Remember, it was like down in San Diego area.
San Diego.
Yeah.
Just so random, like most random. And he's like, hey, Professor hey, Ben, hey.
I had only been training
out
for
of
like,
all the
for like 3 or 4 months at that time too.
Yeah.
No, I love
you guys
it.
are all you had the suits on,
Yeah.
even the groomsmen.
I told my groomsmen, they were like, what do you want to do for like your bachelor party? I was like, In-N-Out. They're like, what do you want to do for the day of your wedding? I was like, In-N-Out. We wake up, put the suits on, go to In-N-Out. I love it. I love it in part because the food is really good. You know, even before I moved to California, I had been here and I always was like, this is really good food. I don't know if Kevin likes In-N-Out that much.
No.
He does. Okay, cool. But I always thought it was really good, like the food. And then when I started working there, I worked there out of like necessity because I got kicked out of school. So I had to get an apartment and I got connected with these guys that were like friends of friends. Didn't know them, but I needed to start paying rent. And at the time, my rent was really cheap. It was like $500 a month. But I didn't, $500 a month for someone who had never worked. I was like, I don't know what to do with all this money now. And In-N-Out always pays like $3 above minimum wage. So at the time, I think minimum wage was like $11 or something. So I was making $13, $14. And I was like, this is awesome. This is so cool. Having no concept of money as a 19-year-old. And started working, got really involved in the community. And that's where I started to like learn the aspect of like drive and that you can have good potential if you're given the opportunity to be mentored by people. My boss there, I had good mentors growing up, but they were like more, I would say like spiritual mentors and more character mentors as opposed to like job mentors, if that makes sense, or like goal mentors, right? So my boss at In-N-Out, his name was Rob. He was this guy who was like, I was in your same shoes. I had to drop out of school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I jumped in In-N-Out. But I have a family with 4 kids now. I have my house paid off, all this different stuff. And it's just because I stuck with In-N-Out. So find what you want to do and stick with it and pour all of your energy into it.
He was
He was my manager at In-N-Out. Yeah.
Wow.
But he was like
all those years, huh?
all those years.
Wow.
Yeah. He had been working for the company for like 15 years. And, and like in California, if you can own a home and take care of 4 kids and like he had like this big truck, all this stuff that like for me, I was like, I want to be able to do that. And his main thing was like, you don't have to make In-N-Out your life. That's what I chose to do. But whatever you do, make sure to dedicate 110%. And that really started to change my mind. And another aspect of like the In-N-Out mentality is like everything you do it with quality, do it with friendliness, and then they focus on cleanliness, right? But do it with like composure is their main thing. And I was like, quality, friendliness, and cleanliness, composure. QFC is how they say it. And that's what I started to transition into a lot of my other aspects of life. How can I give good quality in, you know, my work at Cheesecake now? How can I do it with the friendliness aspect with not only my coworkers, but also my boss and my guests? And then how can I focus on the composure that I am always maintaining? A lot of people can't do restaurant jobs, whether, you know, that be like something you view in high regard or not. It's not an easy job if you don't know how to do it. You have to be able to maintain composure. And I think because I learned...
How you do one thing is how you do everything, right?
Right, exactly. Because I learned how to do that out of necessity at an early age, I learned to be able to maintain composed in a lot of difficult scenarios. Because then as I started to grow older and start to have more goals in life, like, okay, how do I want to like actually establish myself as an actor in LA? I got to maintain the same level of quality when it comes to like my performances. I never want to be that jerk. I never want to be that person that has an ego, that has arrogance behind their character. And then I want to always maintain composure under pressure because it's not easy to carry a TV show or a movie or whatever. You know, Luke, my friend who trains here now, he's working with Harrison Ford, like screen to screen. Me and him grew up like loving that. And I've asked him, I was like, dude, are you nervous? He's like, heck yeah, I'm nervous. But the way I'm able to like push through that and maintain my like composure and maintain all of the work that I put in before I step on a set and do my scenes with Harrison, dude, that's so cool. That's so cool to be able to like keep it, you know, me and him vibe a lot in certain ways, but to see, because like we grew up together